It's a door. Okay.
This is the door to your rumpus room. Alright. Well, this is a cute place to be. We still haven't found Dad, though. Nothing like a little recess tabletop arena stickball with your best bud. Too bad he's not around right now. Maybe later.
Did they do play?
Nah, recess tabletop arena stickball isn't very fun by yourself. It's not very much like arena stickball either. God, check out the horns on that kid. Oh look, that's them there too, isn't it? It's a little pop figure thing. Oh, and them there too! You can tell, I bet I know what color their blood is. Oh wait, actually it could be one or two things. You've taken some pretty good stumps to the nug bone in your day. The pusher is the only player allowed to score, so they're prime targets for opposing defense. Huh. That helmet's so worn out that it's basically worthless except for its sentimental value, which is still pretty low. Yeah. Your Zoltan Matzos Bobblenug figurine. It's the jewel of your collection.
You're all two of them.
Yours. Oh wait,
Same one.
but there's two things here. There's. What is this? Well, there are a lot of places to go.
It's not a door. It's something like it.
It's a safe. There's always big ass safes involved with pool.
You gotta play that, like, weird game up there where you drop the ball in and you have to move it around.
Keeps his head everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Nosy ass motherfucker. He's my favorite.
He loves trolls.
He's
too.
my big fave. Anyway, well, yeah, they're his children, every single one, sort of, in the most depraved way.
Yeah.
The crest of the Alternian Pro Arena Stickball League with all 15 balls in a real game of Arena Stickball. These are all different sizes and each has its own distinct powers. Ooh, are we gonna review them? I bet I know. Ah, damn it! Come on. Paused right at the height of exciting sport.
Of exciting sport.
They release a new Arena Stickball Game grub like 6 times this week, and every time you buy it like a sucker and act surprised when nothing's different. John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden. It's like,
yeah.
what are they gonna do? Change the rules? Nah, you're pretty busy right now. Only chumps play video games when I have obligations they should be tending to. Oh, I'm glad I don't need to be at work right now, or I'm not in school and need to worry about homework. Zoltan Matzos was the greatest pusher the snow globes ever had. No prowler could catch him, no zapper could blast him. No matter what Lucis the Wrangler set on him, Matzos would shake him off. You're allowed to bring your Lucis into the game?
That's cool.
A little bit messed up. You know what happens if you lose your Lucis? You're called automatically. I mean, unless you can get away, but then you usually die anyway. Like an orphan alone. That all ended the night the heiress of that era attended the game, and the opposing controller made Matzos thrust his bone nook at her. Uh-oh. She had him cold right there on the velvet.
Oh no.
That wasn't the current heiress, of course. This was a long time ago, before you were hatched.
So it was
We don't know how many...
a cobalt blood that controlled his mind and made him do that.
Oh.
Because they can control anyone lower.
And the controller made him do that, and wow, I'm sure that's all considered fair play in this game.
Yeah, if you were able to be controlled, it was all just fair game.
And whatever not circumstances, whatever consequences.
They go through Ares's pretty quickly, but then like, she's been Ares for like thousands of years.
No. She isn't an heiress. She's an empress.
Oh.
There's lots of heiresses, and they go through
that's
them very
right.
quickly.
Because she kills them off.
Yeah.
Or they kill each other.
It's your Cuebat, your most prized piece of Arena Stickball equipment. Better bring this with you.
Yay.
Good, we aren't just going to be likely, like, pushing on things. You try to pull the Cuebat free, but it seems wedged in there a little too tight. Whoops. You'll need to find something to help you pry it loose. The Thrash Thrust Snow Globes are simply the best team to ever play the sport of Lords. And that is simply all there is to say on the matter. Oh god, I still say that all the time. It's really all there is to say on the matter. Playing for them is your dream. Okay, so snow globes are the 8-ball.
And the snow globe makes him nervous.
So pretty. So playing for them is your... Oh, was you guess. Not your dream anymore. But who's in the way of your dreams? I missed.
Revolution is what he's about now.
It's your sports... It's your sports vault. Just a huge, heavy vault themed with sports. Arena Stickball specifically, and obviously. It's the only place in the hive you can store food for your Lucis. He's so strong he could easily break into any other hiding place. It has a special telekinesis-based interface. It tends to wear you out a little, and the combination is pretty hard to remember. You can't open the sports vault with your hands. Try thinking before you act. Oh, it's telekinesis. It's not pushing.
Gently pushing people. Yep. How does this work?
It freezes.
That's not good.
No. Oof, that's a rough one. It can be hard to remember a path when you've already concentrating on your shaky telekinesis. It helps if you have some kind of guide on hand. You've got just the thing, but you don't think it's in this room.
What even happened?
We're gonna find out.
This is like so informative.
So informative, like absurdly informative. We have like, this is what we've always wanted, just heap ass metric fuck tons of troll cultured. Okay, let's stop. I think you should find something to protect yourself with before descending into the violent unknown of your hive. Preferably a weapon you know well.
Oh, use your telekinesis to get it unstuck.
picking this lock is way above your challenge rating. You should probably put your mind to figuring out another way to open it. Okay. You can't quite lift a Cuebat with your telekinesis. The best pushers can, but you're not one of them. So there has to be something I'm not finding.
I'm sure it's in here. How about the controller?
No, it said not to play because only chumps play video games.
No, use the telekinesis on it or something.
Oh.
I guess maybe that doesn't make sense.
Well, now I'm just interested in what it would do, so. In fact, now that I know that this is telekinesis and not gentle padding, I just want to do everything. Manipulating the buttons and sticks is really great training exercise for precision telekinesis. Unfortunately, the best you can currently manage is to lift the controller and then drop it. So you're kind of shining a turd here. Nice, that's hot. Try out everything! Oh. The last time you attempted to pull this stunt, you accidentally tipped the bucket and spilled Scourdray resin fluid all over the place. Your skills haven't improved much since then, so you'd better move along before you make another mess. The smear spinner glides so easily across the floor, you're sometimes actually able to move it with your puny telekinesis. Hey, Mr. Vanilla Milkshakes! No? One of the effects of the Soapware slime in your Recuperacoon is to keep your devastating telekinetic powers in check while you're asleep. Otherwise, you might lightly jostle things in your room while dreaming. You guess your powers were more, well, if your powers were, well, more powerful, this would be a bigger deal. No? No?
Try the thing buggy.
You attempt to wrench loose the chandelier with a devastating blast of telekinetic might. You fail to succeed, but you do succeed to fail.
Try the trophy again.
Does not like that. Maybe I have no influence of that kind over cue balls.
Maybe.
Dude, I'm really lost.
What are we looking for again?
We're supposed to be looking for something.
Can your mic get the thingy? Or...
Seems like a very scary thing to try to use a mic for.
What about that corner over there?
The door to your Lucis's shed, where your Lucis sleeps, in theory. In practice, though, he sleeps wherever the hell he wants. Sometimes in a branch, sometimes in less convenient places. Can I move that? I want to go see my Lucis.
Try using your mic on that.
Yeah. have no idea at this point. No doubt about it, packing one of these bad boys would increase your blunt force offensive rating by a whole 15 points. If only there was something in here about how to get it loose.
How about those books next to the door?
That would be cheating. Or would it? You're actually not entirely sure. You guess it doesn't matter since you're not playing against anyone anyway. Your splay sack. A chair bag filled with soap or slime. Oh. Proximity to the slime helps you relax without actually making you fall asleep like a recuperathune does. Some trolls actually eat soap or slime, which helps them be really stupid. Hey! Sometimes when you're tired, you just kind of chill out here in your splay sack for a few hours instead of going to sleep in your recuperathune. It's kind of like chairs in The Sims. It's got like a rest thing that isn't as good as sleeping.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you do that, you think about your life and the decisions you've made and how much of a choice you ever really had about a lot of things. You try not to dwell on stuff like that, though. You give your splay sack soap or interior a brisk jostling. This is just good housekeeping, really. Ugh. The walls are all set in there pretty firmly. Maybe you could wobble the whole thing off the wall, but you really don't want to break it. Also, you're really unsure about your ability to wobble it off the wall, and it would be an embarrassing thing to fail at.
How's a little figurine helmet?
Dude, what about your horns? Can you pry it loose with your horns? They bobble like crazy. It's not exceptionally impressive since they do that with the slightest brush anyways. Pusher helmets traditionally leave the foreheads unprotected in order to facilitate your psychic powers. They also facilitate the high probability of your death, so yeah, there's that.
Can you use the thing, the tablet?
Further conversation will put you and Joey Alien at even greater risk. You shouldn't even be thinking about stuff with the psychics the heiress has at her command. It's probably better to maintain radio silence for now. Fuck.